Chris, just what did you see from all your team down the stretch to be able to face down Luka and LeBron in a game like this and pull it off?
I think the perfect time to kind of close the game, our best closing effort of the year, no doubt, both sides of the ball. Did a really good job. I thought, executing, getting good looks, obviously, that was huge. Made some dagger shots, but our defense was pretty much there, and we trusted the pass at the right time. And so it was a really great job, low turnovers against a ton of physicality. And Nas was huge. Everyone was huge. I thought in many ways, Nas showed up just at the right time. We needed him to splash a couple threes, and he did. So.
And then Jaden, both sides of the ball. Just how do you see him growing?
Just a monster. I think it's a career high for him. Couldn't come at a better time. The flow, everything, super aggressive. We found him. I thought he and Julius did an excellent job setting the tone today. Just being aggressive, playing a lot of tools, and then battling their matchup. Of course, they had the two tough matchups out there. And just fighting. LeBron had a heck of a game going, and Julius battling, and we got him to miss at the right time down the stretch. Fortunately for us.
What did you see specifically from Ant in those last 5 minutes? It seemed like he wasn't predetermining anything. He was actually really
he was. Getting to the hoop, I think he was going a little bit quicker. On his drives, he was staying with his direction, and then when he was there, he had the rim or the kick out. So I thought he kind of piece by piece did really well, and he kind of knew by that point where the floor was going to be spaced. So.
What did you like most defensively in those last 5 minutes? It seemed like every game plan thing was on the spot.
Yeah, we did. We kept flipping some coverages around, and guys did a pretty good job of just not giving in to some of the switching that they were trying to do on some issues, some matchups. And on others, they were pretty much trying to execute their coverage. But I just liked our end, and we rebounded well. We have always rebounded down the stretch. That's been part of our closing issue.
First, the other day at practice, guys were talking about how you're kind of getting after him after game 2 and with the film session and stuff. How did you just find the way that they responded to it?
I knew they responded. It wasn't we've had way more, spirited film sessions than that. It was pretty matter of fact the other day. We just left a lot. We didn't make a lot of plays that were right there in front of us to be made. Offensively, that was huge. Guys recognized it. They played with a lot more physicality, and it bothered us. So we had to match that. So it was really about the concepts, the execution, the spacing. But we played way too slow. We got to get out. We got to play a little faster. So.
You said McDaniel's got a lot of his points in the flow.
Yeah.
If that's not happening, do you want to prime the pump there, because it seems like it can be a repeatable
Sure.
offense?
Yeah, and we have, and we are. We've tried to, and there's some of those things that are intentional out there. So it's just best when you play teams that are heavy switching and they like to hold and grab and play physical. You gotta play with way more speed and more randomness.
And I know you say this all the time, but if Mike isn't shooting, it diminishes what he is out there. And I think he started to pick it up a little bit in the second half.
Yeah.
And obviously was able to get a lot of secondary action because of that.
Yeah, I mean, Mike. Mike's had a tough job in this series. We're putting him on guys that he's giving away size and strength to, but he fights. Just make all the hustle plays. But very opportunistic offensively. I think it's not a traditional game plan for us offensively either. So. I think he had a bunch of good looks. I thought in game 2 we just couldn't connect. But a lot of series left, so I'm sure he'll find a way to figure it out.
All season, the 5 you often close with may not be the 5 that you start with on a given night. And tonight was a big example of that. Just overall, how was the team, your kind of quote-unquote 8 starters, taken to that?
Yeah.
Some nights they might be closing, some nights they might not be.
Yeah, everybody wants to finish games.
much, the fact is we don't have quote-unquote rim protection. And so if you give up low buys, we're going to give up something. We're going to give up a three, or we're going to give up a shot from him at the rim. So again, he ended up with 29 on 26 shots. I think the playmaking was there again tonight, like it was in game one. I think some of that we did make it tough on him at times, but then you had McDaniels just absolutely kill us.
What did you make of LeBron's performance in the first half? He surpassed his individual game one and game two scoring output, and just doing everything on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's moving better. It seems like he's getting healthier by the day. It's typically a 1 to 2 week injury, and he's I believe it's been 2 weeks tonight, if I'm not mistaken, from the Houston game. So clearly he's moving better.
JJ, how can you guys? You mentioned the lack of rim protection. I think McDaniels in particular, right? Like, seemed to be even more focused on it. I think he said something after game one. Does that work have to be done on the perimeter? How can you guys be better at the rim? Knowing that some
I think it's just we've done it all year. We've been at our best. We've been able to be physical on the ball, and not allow blow bys, and also have sort of a cover mentality, multiple effort, and it was there at times tonight. It's not to say our guys they exerted a lot of effort. They played hard.